first PleinAirpril. We're outside. I have just some water and some paint brushes, and then I've got this Hemi wash, which I guess I'm just going to be holding like a palette. I've got the sheep to keep me company. The light keeps changing, but I guess that's Plein Air for you, right?
Hello, it's voiceover April here. I'm just popping in because this video actually doesn't have a lot of me talking in it. It's mainly just me filming outside. Turns out that filming outside is quite difficult. I need to get one of them little fluffy things for my microphone, and a microphone actually. Anyway, so PleinAirpril is a thing. I tried to do as much as I could this month. I thought I was going to do a lot more. I was expecting this video to have at least 10, maybe even 15 like little excursions outside. But unfortunately, it was a very busy month. I can't really remember what happened. As always, things happen, you know. So this was my very first attempt. It's a hot mess. It was so hard to do. We had the builders round to do the garage at this day, and our garage basically broke in one of the storms and it was like falling apart. So they were fixing the garage for like all week, and I had a day off this day and I was outside, and they were coming in and out of the garden like with the tools and stuff, and I just couldn't concentrate. It was windy, the sun was in my eyes, and I just wasn't enjoying it. It was my first time having my easel outside, and I felt like such a weirdo with like my easel out on the patio just drawing on the sketchbook with the builders coming in and out. So I rushed through it, and I really didn't like what I did. It was just like basically you couldn't even tell it was a landscape. It was just a splotch of colours. So I decided to come inside and fix it up with pencils and everything. And this actually turned out into one of my favourite things I painted last month. It's really messy. It's very, I wouldn't say abstract, but it's definitely very stylized. And I really enjoyed it. Another really interesting thing about this month, just from this image alone, is I drew this at the start of the month, and by about halfway through, all of the trees that you see here have leaves on them now. So if I were to go out and paint this same image again, it would look completely different. And it's so weird because those trees have been bare for months and months and months since we moved in, and then suddenly overnight they have leaves on, which was a bit weird. So this is the first image, and then the next one is a few days later. I did this next video for Patreon, so there's a little clip here from it, and I'll let April from the past have a little chat.
All right, I'm outside. I've got the easel set up there. I got my paint stuff on my right side now, so that should be good. I'm gonna try and mix on the page because I don't have a mixy mix. I'm gonna put a little bit of white. Maybe it would be reflecting off the sea in the background and lightening the sky above here, which actually in real life it isn't doing. We can use our imaginations, right? We're artists. I got this hat and it doesn't really fit me very well, but I might keep this one off. Fade this a bit because it's a lot more faded than that in the background. All right, just a couple more dabs. Dab, dab. Let me stand back. They do say to do that. This is really awkward standing and drawing, by the way, just so you know. I had to be very careful here because if I lose any of my crayons over this wall, it's literally bush. I'm drawing like sideways with my head tilted. Oh yeah, this is it. This is what I like. Just having fun, making it up as we go. Ta-da! All right, it is Friday now, and I'm gonna head out again. I've got the day off again, so I'm gonna go for a walk by myself and just chill out. Gonna go up to the top of the hill. It's like that way, and yeah, maybe I've got my sketchbook. I've got some snacks. Well, I have a snack, and we're gonna maybe do some sketching. It's gonna be my little sketchbook, but yeah, I'll show you when we get up there. Okay, so I'm up here, I've sat down on the grass. There are some benches over there, but they're benches are not very comfortable to draw on. Also, they'll probably be busy. So I'm just sat on the ground. It's a little bit damp and there's some sheep poo around. So I gotta be careful, but the view is amazing. You can see all the mountains in the distance there. I came very light today. I've got my sketchbook, I've got my Crayolas, and I've got some pencils and some Neo colours, and more importantly, my hot cross bun snack. I forgot to film anything, but the problem is I don't have a tripod or anything, so I'm just holding the camera and it's not the best balanced here, but I'm basically just going at it with my Crayolas. And then I'm going to see if the Caran d'Ache goes over the top. I don't know if it will. We'll find out. Alright, so I put down like this layer of crayons and I can only go so far. I've done this weird thing with the clouds, which I actually kind of love. It's so silly. So I'm gonna get the Neo colours now and see if they go over the crayon. I haven't tested this yet, so oops. I haven't tested this yet, so hopefully they work. I've got a feeling they won't, so fingers crossed. They work. They go over it. That's so cool. It's quite fun sometimes to take the pencil and then go over the crayon, and I won't go over it, but it'll fill in all the gaps. Kind of smush it in. Well, the sun's gone behind the cloud and it's getting a bit chilly up here now. My butt's a bit wet because the ground was wet. So I'm gonna head back down, but I did one sketch and it's okay. I mean, it's just, I used Crayola, so it's not like a masterpiece. Ta-da! Okay, and there's the view. I mean, you can't really see the view behind it, but yeah, it was fun to do. Clouds are a bit silly, but I kind of like them. Third PleinAirpril in the bag.
And I'm back. So this is just a very short little video. I think I have a longer version of this or part of this walk in my April vlog, so I don't want to go into it, but we basically walked up a fell called Braintree Fell, and there was another one too that I can't remember the name of, and I did about 3 drawings. I did 3 sketches on this trip. This very first one was very rushed because I remember it was very cold, my fingers were freezing. But it was really nice to sit here and capture all the fog coming in over the mountains, and it was very peaceful. So the rest of this walk will be in an upcoming video. Alright, I think we're on like the 4th day, maybe the 5th time I do some outside sketching. And I decided to sit on the wall. I'm actually sitting on the wall this time. I didn't bring the easel out again all month. I felt a little bit weird having it outside. And I'm kind of, am I regretting buying a big easel for inside the studio? Should I have brought a Plein Air easel? I don't know. Anyway, I'm outside. I thought I would do the fields, and I'm actually doing it in a bit of a different style because I had just started the course on Domestica by Maru Godas, and it was very different from me. I basically tried to do this entire thing just with paint, and as you can tell, the camera setup isn't the best here because it's on my painting side, but she uses like a lot of different techniques. I think this lesson was about using dry and wet brush techniques, so I do some scribbles and stuff, and I'm basically using my acrylic wash. It didn't really work out very well. I am not very good at painting with the paintbrush, like thin lines, and I found the whole thing extremely frustrating. So I didn't enjoy this. This was like my least favorite session outside this month, and I actually went in after this and I redid it all sitting at my desk, and I liked it a lot better. Sometimes you just don't want to be outside, you know? So that's what it turned out like, very different than usual.
Hi, it's almost the end of April now, and I haven't done any plein air painting or sketching since the last one you saw. That was a little bit of a disaster. So I thought I'd pop out now. It's almost sunset. It's going to be in about half an hour. So I thought I'd pop out and I'd draw in this direction so that I have to face the sun, and I'll just do some sketching with some Posca pens and pencils. Very low key. I haven't really drawn much this week, so I've been doing my Etsy update, so I haven't really been doing much drawing, so it'll be nice to just chill out and watch the sun go down. But actually the sun's behind me, so I won't see it. Didn't think about that. Alright, so I've got my Neo colours here. I've got my crayons just in case. And then in here I have a whole bunch of pencils that I like, never use, and some Posca pens and stuff. And I actually had a little play with them earlier. I did a Teams and chat with some patrons, and I ended up using the Posca pens like this and just put a pencil over the top of it. It was really fun, so I thought I'd give it another go. It's just very chill and low key because it's just like messing around. I thought I'd give that a go. Finished. Something very simple, because sitting like this is very uncomfortable. My legs have gone numb. I need a nice outside chair. Let's have a look at with the view. So I did the barn, did that barn in the distance, and then some of these trees along here. The fence line. This is very difficult, and some of the mountains in the back, which are getting a little bit overexposed. And that's the view. One more sketch in the bag. We're at an old quarry buying place and we're about to walk up Home Fell. Thanks. So there's that Home Fell up there with those people. So that's where we're going, up there. Home Fell. Gotta get there before the sun sets. Do you feel me?
Maybe.
We did it.
Not quite.
Home Fell.
Not quite.
No?
So we are here. Home Fell is along here. So I think we have to walk along this ridge for a bit before we get to...
Okay. Where's Home Fell? Is it that one? That point up there? It's miles away.
No, I don't think it's all the way over there.
So that was Home Fell. But I got to touch the top of it, otherwise it doesn't count. So we're going to head back now and go to the top.
touched it.
I gotta touch the top. Ta-da! So we're on top of the hill. Martin's taking some photos and I've just sat down and this is the view. Camera's not really showing it very well, but it's really pretty. I've got my drawing stuff here. I've even got a tripod today. Professional. But first I'm going to have dinner. I've got half a roll. We didn't have much in the house. Half a roll, banana, tangerine, and banana bread.
So voiceover April's back, and I don't know why I just decided to draw. I think I was gonna write all of the names of all of the fells on that little piece of on that little sketch I did, but I didn't. This turned out interesting. This image, very colourful, a lot of unnecessary colours. I actually took out every paint pen I had and I just tried to use the paint pen and the pencils. And afterwards, when I showed it to Martin, he said something like, I don't really think the neon colours work well with this landscape, which is code for, I don't like it, April. But I mean, I love colour. You guys know I love colour. I put random colours everywhere. So I'm not going to apologise for liking colour. And I'm going to continue to use it. So yes, neon pink may pop up in some Lake District images. I think that's fine. So this was a really nice night. There were some people behind us and they were like really noisy. They were setting up camp for like a wild camping session, but it was still really beautiful watching the sun go down. And actually it was easier to draw when the sun went behind the mountains because then you could see more of the colors. It wasn't just like a silhouette. So I decided to use this next sketch as a very quick kind of abstract-y, lots of white space. And I have been enjoying using the sketchbook for that, mainly because I don't like the sketchbook. And those sketches are very fast and quick to do. And that's that one. So as you can see, very minimalist, a lot of neon pink in the sky, but it was a beautiful walk and lots of nice memories. That was all the plein air sketching and painting I did last month. I wanted to do a lot more, but hopefully there'll be more in the future. I don't just do plein air like because it was a challenge. I really like getting out and sketching, and I've done that in the past in my videos. So I'm hoping that there'll be a lot more in the future. Did you guys do PleinAirpril? Let me know. And did you enjoy it? Do you like sketching outside? So that's all for me. I hope that you enjoyed the video and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.